Morning students, today we are going to discuss a topic on the fundamental units of life. So what are the fundamentals? That means the basics of unit of life. So here I've shown a cell, tissues, organs and an organisms. You can simply say any organisms. Either you can take a plant or animal. So a cell, which is the first priority, is given, and a group of cells together forms a tissue. A group of tissues forms an organ, and the organs formed in which creates an organism. So this is the basic point of the life. How to start a life. So here Robert took the cells, which is first discovered by this Robert Hooke in 1665. And he observed the cells in the cork slice with the help of primitive microscope, which has a magnifying lenses. So with this discovery, he improved a microscope discovered by free living cells in a pond water for first time. And it was Robert Brown in 1883 who discovered the nucleus in the cell. Whereas the cell theory was first explained by Virtue and by suggested that the cells are pre-existing cells with the discovery of electron microscope. So this is the magnifying lenses we generally know, and based upon the magnifying lenses, Robert Hooke first discovered a small compound microscope. And from which later the simple microscope, and then electron microscope, and phase contrast microscope, cement stem microscopes, and so on. There are many microscopes based upon this magnifying lenses they are prepared. But this Robert Hooke, who observed the small cells by using the magnifying lenses and the compound microscope. And let us see the various cells from human beings. So I've shown you here the smooth muscle cell. You can see we don't know how the cell look like. So when we observed from our body, when we cut our body and you have observed the muscle structures and all, you can see the structure, the shape of it like this. Whereas the blood cells, when we cut a body, first we can know that the blood comes as like liquid, but we don't know that the blood, if you observe under a microscope, it looks the shape of this. And the same thing the bone cell. So these are observed with the help of using the magnifying lenses, or we can see by using the microscopic lenses. And the microscopic lenses will be 10x normal microscope or compound microscope, 100x, and also as 40x, depending upon the eyesights and also depending upon the observations and all, you can see the particular shape of the particular cell. And even you can see the shape and the cells which is present in the hairy substances also. Simply you can say as hair follicles. Not only this, the shape and the size of the cells are related to the specific function of they perform. Some cells like amoeba, you can see as amoeba, which is a shapeless. Amoeba don't have any shape. Have changing the shapes. In some cases the shell shape could be more or less fixed, or what you say as pellicula for particular types of cells. And for examples, the nerve cells you can see, whereas you can see the nerve cells. Here I'm drawing the picture of the nerve cells. So each and every living cells has the capacity to perform a basic functions of the characters. And this means the different parts of the human body perform different functions. Each and every cells, the blood cells which has its own value, the muscle cells which have their own particular value, whereas the bone cells which has they perform its own functions. So each kind of the cell organelles performs a special function, such as making new materials in the cell, so clearing up the waste material from the cell, and so on. A cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles. So these organelles together constitute the basic unit called a cell. So it is interesting that all cells are found to have same organelles, no matter the functions is or what organisms they are found in. So you can see different types of cells. Some millions of billions of cells are there in every organism. So different type. This cells which has a plasma membrane, or you can call it a cell membrane. It is the outermost cover of a cell. If the cells is in circular shape, it is the outermost cover that separates the content of the cell from its external environment, the outside part. So the plasma membrane allows the entry and the exits of some materials, and the substances which takes place in the cell, which moves inside the cell only. It don't let the cell which requires in the cell, it don't let it out, or whatever is present the external, it won't let it inside. So some similarities will happen in the cells. For example, some substances like CO2, so which is a cellular waste and required to be excreted out by the cell. So that's what we do. We inhale and exhale. We inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. So accumulation in the high concentration in the cell. So in the cell's external environment, the concentration of the CO2 is low as compared that the cell inside the cell. As soon as the differentiation of the concentration of CO2 inside the outside a cell, CO2 moves out of the cell, as I told you. So the concentration outside the cell by the process of diffusion we call. Similarly, O2, that is the oxygen, enters the cell by the process of diffusion. When the level of the concentration of O2 increases, the cell decreases. So these are the few points about how the functions of the cells, and in this is about the topic. Thank you.